Hey there, welcome back. Today's video we are going to be testing out Selena Gomez's new makeup brand called Rare Beauty. I purchased quite a few products and I'm actually really excited to see a new brand come to the market and see what they're all about. So we're going to be doing a first impressions test. I've got the foundation, the concealer, blush, highlights, and a lippy, so I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so Shane literally called me a little kid because I was hounding the UPS guy. I was like waiting like at the window like, hello, because this came much later than it normally does, but I have my Sephora orders. I'm so excited. So I ordered a bunch from Rare Beauty, and if you guys do not know, this is Selena Gomez's makeup line. She just launched it in Sephora, so this is kind of like a first impression. So I'm looking at the packaging. There's like a lot going on here, like it's sleek, but there's a lot of wording. So I did purchase the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. I also went ahead and grabbed the Positive Light Liquid Illuminator. I have from her the Liquid Touch Concealer, and then also I got the Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush, and then the last thing that I got was her lipstick, and this is the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream. So that is everything that I went ahead and grabbed from her that we are going to be testing out. And I'm also really excited because I actually got this little sample of the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I've been wanting to try this, so I'm excited to get a little sample of that guy. But let's go ahead and start. So I want to try everything out, and I want to do it like with the way I normally do my makeup. So I want to use primers that I like typically use. So I'm going to use this one from Smashbox. This is their Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer. And I want to go ahead and use this first, and then we're going to try out the foundation. And if you hear Rowan in the background, he decided he learned how to say ba-ba today. So like all day long, he's just been ba-ba-ba-ba. So there's that. So if you hear him going off, that is because he is just very vocal today. So I'm just applying this to my face really quickly. We'll let it sit in a second, and then we'll start with the foundation. All right, so I want to read some of the claims. It says a foundation elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. So I would assume, just from like my guess of this, that this is going to be more of like a more natural line, because I feel like that's what Selena Gomez is like known for. But I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. So the shade looks like it might be a little bit dark. The shade that I got is 210N. And it does say on the bottle to shake it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a shake because it does say to do that. Packaging feels really nice and it looks really nice. I love the like sleekness of the entire line. I feel like it's very aesthetically pleasing to look at, and I like that. It's simple, but it's like nice at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this, and okay. It does have a doe foot applicator, and the applicator looks quite large. I actually like foundations that have these, so that part I'm excited about. All right, it looks a little bit dark, but I think we can make it work. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more and we'll apply it to the rest of our face. I am just gonna use my sponge to blend it out. I know I could probably use a brush and get a little bit. Why don't we do that? So why don't we do a brush for half and I'll do a sponge for half. For my sponge, I'm gonna be using the Dalton sponge. If you guys haven't tried this, it's really, really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend this out. It does feel quite liquidy at first on the skin. Actually, the coverage isn't bad. I didn't know what the coverage would be like. I thought it would be a little bit more sheer, but it actually looks like it's pretty good coverage. Like I would consider that more of like a medium. The shade I definitely think is a bit off for me, but that's okay. I can run it down my neck. I'd rather it be like too dark and run it down my neck than it being like 10 shades too light, because I feel like lately that's been happening to me. Okay, and then for our brush side, I'm just going to use this Dalton Kabuki brush since we're using Dalton on the other side. And this, I'm just going to go ahead and buff it into the skin. And that's super weird. Don't you feel like this side actually looks sheerer than this side? I feel like I had the same amount of product. That almost never happens. I feel like normally a brush like gives you more payoff, but I almost feel like it looks like less. I kind of like this side with the sponge a little bit better. It could be that I just had more product on that side. That's totally possible. I actually really like the finish of this. I think it looks really nice on my skin. So I'm just gonna blend this down my neck, but looking up close, no complaints. I really like the coverage on it, and it did give my skin like a healthy glow. Let's go ahead and try out the concealer. So this one claims to be a moisturizing, buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. Cake-free is what we like. And I went ahead and got the shade 130N in this. So this is gonna be like 10 shades, what is that, 10 shades lighter? Oh gosh. Okay, I clearly wasn't really thinking. Okay, so this one has like more of like a paddle here instead. This is probably gonna be like uber light on me. I didn't do very well on the shade match. This actually has a little bit of a slant to it too, which is kind of cool. So hopefully it's not, okay, we're gonna have to like make this work. I'm gonna do some highlighting with this. I don't always do this, but I feel like since it's so much lighter, it actually might work because the foundation is so much darker. Just to bring a little bit of light into the face, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of highlight with this, and then we'll see how that goes. If you are wondering what is on my eyes, I do have the Natasha Denona Glam Palette on my eyes. So that is a review I actually put up for you guys already. So if you're interested in that, I'll have it linked down below for you. But let's go ahead and blend this out. Coverage wise, I would consider this more of like a light coverage because I can definitely still see my darkness peeping through, but it definitely looks hydrating. Like it doesn't look like it's too heavy at all. And we'll see if it's buildable. I might try and add a little bit more of it and see if we can't build it. I definitely think that this shade, it's okay for me. I think if the foundation wasn't so dark, it wouldn't look so weird, but we're gonna try and make it work. I think when I go in bronze, I can make it all work, but it actually looks really hydrating, like I said, and I think it just, like, if it just covered just a teeny bit more, I would like it even more. I'm gonna add a second layer and see if I can't just cover up a little bit of this blueness that I have peeking through. But all in all, I think especially, like, if you're looking for, like, a summer or, like, a lightweight concealer, I think that that would look really pretty. And let's see if it builds. I don't know that I love it built. It almost looks a little cakey actually when I put a second layer, so I wouldn't recommend doing like a second layer. I wouldn't consider this, yeah, it's kind of creeping up there. I wouldn't consider this like a buildable concealer, at least personally. I'd probably just do the one layer and kind of just have it be a little bit more sheer, but it definitely has luminosity to it. Like this entire my entire face right now has just like a shine. I definitely feel like the claims are correct there. Like everything does look really hydrating and really luminous. Okay, I did get a liquid blush and a liquid highlighter, so I'm not gonna settle this down quite yet. We're gonna try all that out. So first we're gonna try out the blush. This is the Soft Pinch blush, and I got the shade Bliss. And as far as what it says about this one, let's see. The claims on this are a long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy finish. And this one looks like it has the same packaging as the concealer. The paddle on this one just looks gold. Okay, I was like, there's something different about it. So this one is a gold paddle. And again, the shade that I got is Bliss. And I don't know how I want to do this. It has the same like curved applicator too. So I don't know if I want to apply this directly. Let's try it. Let's apply it directly on the face and see how that works. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my sponge and blend it out. Actually, that looks really pretty. Wow, it's almost like a moussey texture almost. I was not expecting that. Wow, that's really pretty. I was thinking it was gonna be, I don't know what I was thinking. It was going to be like super pigmented and like not be able to blend out, but that actually blended out really nicely. I'm going to try to build it up a tiny bit too and see if we can't get a little bit more out of it, but that looks really nice. And it kind of just like blurred right into my foundation. Like I didn't feel like I had to work to blend it out. I'm actually going to take, I have quite a bit on my sponge. I'm going to take that on the other side here and see if we can't build that up just a little bit. I think that blush is absolutely beautiful. It also has a tiny bit of glow to it as well. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose just because I like the look of blush on the nose, but that's really pretty. So far, that is like the standout for me. I really like that. Okay, and then I have the liquid highlight as well, and this is their Positive Light Liquid Illuminator. The claims on this are a silky second skin liquid highlight that creates a lasting lit from within glow. So let's see what this is about. This is so pretty in the bottle, you guys. Oh my gosh. So this actually has the same packaging. Oh, it's different. I was going to say this is different too. So this is different even from the blush. It's a little bit larger of packaging. So let's see how much you're getting in here. So in the blush you have 0.25 and in here we have 0.50. So half an ounce in here. So that's like a full bigger amount than this one, like a second one. So this is definitely gonna last you a while if you do like it. I'm gonna do the same thing, apply it to the cheeks and see how this goes. She has quite a few colors in this too, like definitely a great shade range. I wanna say in the foundation she has, I think like 45 shades or so, 48 actually, I think, shades in the foundation. So she definitely came out with a bang when it came to this line. I was expecting her to just come out with like, honestly, I thought she was gonna do just like lip products, because I keep seeing her like teasing like a red lip photo, and I thought she was just gonna do lip products, and no, like I was shocked when I seen her come out with like complexion products, because I wasn't expecting that, like a full line. She has complexion, she has lips, there's lip balms, she has a sponge, there's like even brushes. Like I feel like she just really kind of reminds me of like when Rihanna launched her line and she just came out with like everything. I feel like that's what Selena did as well. This looks really nice too. I kind of like that. It's more of a subtle, but it's also like beaming at the same time. It's like subtle straight on, but then when you turn, it's like, hello. Really pretty. I like this color a lot too. And I'm just using my finger, obviously, to blend this out, and it seems to be blending out pretty nicely. As far as the concealer goes, I can see it creasing quite a bit on my under eyes. I'm sure you guys can probably see that. I normally set it down anyway, so I am still going to set it. I just wanted to go in with the cream products first. So for powder, I'm just going to go in with this Juno & Co. face powders. This is one of my favorites. This is called their blurring powder. And I'm just going to use this really quickly just to set this down. And I'm really impressed, you guys. I wasn't expecting to like everything as much as I have. I feel like the only thing for me is maybe, actually, you know, once I set it, I don't think my under eyes look so bad. I was going to say maybe the concealer would be a miss just because it doesn't have that much coverage. But actually, once I set it, I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to set a little bit over here as well. I'm going to apply some bronzers. The foundation for me looks really nice. Like I think it looks really pretty on the skin, and also that blush and highlight combo is really gorgeous. I'm excited to try out the lip now. Also, I feel like her prices on everything was pretty fair too. Like the foundation I know was $29. I think the blush and the highlight were right at $20 as well. And then the concealer, everything was pretty affordable. Like I was pretty surprised at how, I don't know what I was expecting. Like I was thinking when I saw complexion products, I was like, oh, okay, this is at least gonna be $50 or like in the $40 range. And to see $29, I was like, okay, Selena, like she kind of just surprised me all around with this launch. Gonna go in with some bronzer now and see if we can't help because her face is looking a little bit fair. I'm gonna go in with this one here from Physicians Formula. It's actually not a bronzer, it's a powder, pressed powder, but I like using it as a bronzer. So this is their healthy powder, and I just use the shade medium N3 for my bronzer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of bronzing just because we are looking so mismatched right now, I feel like. Wow, that highlight is just so pretty. I can just see it, like, gorgeous. Okay, so I went ahead and just finished my lower lash line, and now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the lip color. And this one I'm really excited about because it's a really fun purple shade. And this one just looked so pretty to me. Ooh, I like the packaging. It has like a matte, like soft touch finish. I think that's really pretty. So this is supposed to be like a really nice purple. It's the shade Daring. And I'm really excited to put this one on and feel what this formula is like. It feels really sheer. Like this feels like it's gonna be one of those like barely there lippies. Has a little bit of a scent to this one. I didn't really notice much of a scent with the other products, but it definitely feels moussey for sure. I like the applicator on it as well. So I have to say the lip, I'm not loving. I feel like for me, this color is really fun and something different that I don't really have in my collection. But for such a soft, like a barely there type of formula, I feel like for me, I don't really love it with this type of color. Just on me personally. I think it would look really pretty on like deeper skin tones, but on me, it kind of just like, I feel like it doesn't really blend very well with my lips and it kind of looks a little misplaced. But I like the formula. Like, it feels like it's really comfortable on the lips. Okay, so after that, let's go ahead and talk through everything. I feel like I can't take myself seriously. Okay, so after that, let's go ahead and run through everything. So foundation is a definite yes. I really, really like the finish of my skin. I feel like it looks really natural. It looks healthy. It looks glowy. Definitely like this one. The shade is a little bit off for me, so I'll have to try to see if I can exchange the shade. Concealer looks good. After I set it, I liked it a lot better, but I think if you weren't going to set this, it definitely is going to be more of a sheer formula, which I think is what she was kind of going for with this one. But if you're someone who typically likes more of a fuller coverage concealer, I don't really think this one is for you if you're not going to set it, but I do think it's nice. Blush and highlight, I love these. I think they look so beautiful on the skin. I'm definitely gonna reach for these a lot more. I want to get more colors in this one maybe because the blush looks so pretty and the highlight is gorgeous as well. So really the only miss for me is the lip, and I think that is just the color. Is kind of throwing me off. I like the color, but I think for something so just like meant to be barely there, kind of kissable, I think that the shade is just not right for me. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. I'm glad that I went ahead and grabbed the products. So I was kind of on the fence, like, should I do it? And I feel like everyone's making these videos, so I didn't know if you guys would even want to see this. But hey, we are trying it out anyways. You guys all have to comment down below and let me know if you ended up getting anything from her launch or what product you are most excited about. Thank you so much for watching. Give this one a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends.